position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bulldogs ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Now after the misfire, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Well, that's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Dogs with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw again. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Georgia, 6.
Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Past the 50. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. the improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires left. Got him downfield. Racing down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Setting up for the extra point, then we put them on top.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Slips through the line. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on second down. Got a man. At the 45 on his way. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And he's He's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Turay. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Turay.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Lost to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Harper.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Turay. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking downfield very late in the half. Grab near the marker. It's Turay. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The 50. The 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs! It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Laterals it back. Here's the pressure. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The Dogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to keep the drive alive. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
Looking to throw on first down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged out of the air. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Church. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Gets the back moving. Back to pass. Working that left side now. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Hey, Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Trying to power it in. He stopped short on the two-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the two. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man quickly. And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16.
He's marked down at the 16-yard line.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. That's reeled in. It's Church. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
At the 35, he's got more. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Georgia! And the pummeling has started.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Georgia 40, Oregon 14.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Running to Green. There he goes. Touchdown Ducks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Punch it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Georgia on 4th down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Daly. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
To the air on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Got a wide open receiver. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Going for 6. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
To the air on second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Hauls it in.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. Touchdown, Dogs! And the punishment has been extended.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Plows through the defense. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Back has it. Got a little space. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
And that is enough.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Second down coming up.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. The RPO, it's complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Church. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover.
Going for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. Working the throw. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
Wants to fire on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. It's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.